Welcome back, YouTube. This is the 1911 guy. Uh, just want to make a small review on a small handgun that caught my attention, and it's actually caught the attention of a lot of people out in the gun world. Now, I don't just only review 1911s, even though that's my preferred handgun or platform. It's the 1911. I do have polymer pistols, 22s, 9mm, from makers like Sig Sauer, Ruger, and so on. The pistol that I'm reviewing today is a Taurus. I just picked this pistol up a few days ago. I had a chance of firing it a day and a half ago. I fired this gun. And we're gonna go ahead and unbox here so I can show you what we have. Here's the pistol. And give me 1 second here. That is the pistol. It's called the TX22 by Taurus. Now, a lot of people have asked me out here why, if I buy name brand products, would I buy a Taurus? Okay, so we have this Taurus. Let's make sure that it's clear. It's got a magazine, and it's clear. This pistol out of the box comes with 2 magazines. Comes with a lock. Comes with some little coupons, registration card, warranty card. Also comes with a manual. And it comes with this little device here, which is for loading the magazines. And it also comes with this device, which is pretty awesome. It's an adapter for the barrel. So in case you want to suppress your pistol, you would remove this little barrel nut here. Well, I don't have I need a wrench to get it open. I'm not going to use a suppress, so you remove it, you put this in here, and you can put a suppressor on it. But I'm not going to use a suppress, so I'm going to use it like most people use it. What I do have to say about this pistol, I did fire this pistol. I used CCI Stingers, CCI Mini Mags. I used some Aguilas, some Federal Punch, and I used some of that bulk stuff, Remington, bulk ammunition. The pistol didn't have not one flaw, not one. I mean, not one failure to feed. And the reason this pistol caught my attention is because over the years, all 22s. Every 22 pistol in the past that I can remember were basically unreliable. You would get a lot of hang-ups with them, a lot of misfires, a lot of failure to eject or double feeding. One particular pistol that was known for that was this pistol here. Now, everybody knows the name Sig Sauer. I've had this pistol for, since it came out, like 15 years ago, maybe 12, 13. I can't remember exactly when, but I bought this pistol. And I bought it as a trainer so I can train my kids. What better than to train someone that's never handled a handgun, using a 22. This is kind of like a full-size pistol. I do have huge hands. So, don't think that the pistol is small, because it's not. It's a pretty big pistol. And like I said, I got huge hands. I would have to bring out one of my 45s So you can see how big my hands are to really appreciate the size of this. Now, in the case of this pistol here, and the reason I bring this one up into the conversation is these pistols were notorious for misfiring, notorious for double feeding, notorious for misfires. I mean, you name it, they had it. In other words, they were called a piece of junk. Nobody wanted them. Now, I did find mixed reviews on it. There was people that bought this pistol and had a great pistol that worked just fine. Now, this particular pistol for me, since I've owned it, it's worked flawless. This is the 6-hour Mosquito. That's what the name of this pistol is. This pistol worked no issues since I bought it. I do run mini mags, CCI mini mags, and CCI stingers through it, but I have run bulk ammunition, and I've never had an issue with this not firing. But then I've heard of other people, like I said before in the past, I guess it's a hit or miss on the pistol that you buy. I guess I got lucky where the gun is considered reliable. Now, the review is not about that gun, it's about this particular piece here. It is a Taurus. This gun runs around somewhere between 230 and 270-ish. Around there. It depends on where you go, to buy it. It's called a TX22. There's been a lot of hype about this gun. All the major gun players that are into guns on YouTube have tested the gun. Everybody likes this gun. One of the things that this gun has, it has a ambidextrous safety here. By the way, this is a striker fired pistol. Everybody know what a striker is. It doesn't use a hammer. The slide back or the slide catch is only on one side. It doesn't have it on this side, so it's not ambidextrous. And the magazine release is kind of like flush with this part right here, but I can still get to it and release the magazine. It can be swapped over to the other side. There's instructions on the manual how to do that for left-handed people. It has pretty nice sights, as you can see here. 3-dot sight. It has a nice crispy trigger. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fire this, and I want you to watch that trigger, and then I'm gonna show you this reset. So that's pretty tight. One of the key things that caught my attention about this pistol is that as a matter of fact, 99% of all pistols in the 22 caliber had only 10 rounds. The reason for that is the way the round is made. It has that little edge on the side of it, and if you went beyond 10 rounds, it would catch and cause a lot of misfeeding. So that was kind of pretty much like the limit, 10+1. Well, on this particular pistol, Taurus figured out a way to put 16 rounds in here. 16 rounds plus one in the chamber, which I thought was excellent. They gave this. Now you can bring it down here, slide it down here, and help you load it. I find it kind of uncomfortable. It's kind of like really flush here to hold it. So they provided this device here, and you just push it down. Put the round in, let it up, bring it down, up, down, and it makes it easier for you to put some rounds in the magazine. All in all, 16 rounds. I mean, that's a lot more than 10, okay? The competition to this pistol was the SR22 made by Ruger. And I say again, SR22. The only reason I didn't purchase the SR22, even though it came back with some excellent reviews, all the hype is about this. Is about the Taurus TX22. But there is a lot of hype on the Ruger also. But it's only a 10 rounder. Pretty reliable pistol. Just as good as this one, I would say. Now, I haven't had a chance to actually fire one of those. I've held one in my hand. It felt pretty good to the hand. Most of what I know about the SR22 by Ruger is about what I've seen on the reviews that I've seen online. And there's a new boy on the block, a new 22 caliber pistol, and they call that the P322, and that's made by Sig Sauer. And the pistol's a beast. I mean, it just came out. It's brand new. I think it's been out a month or so. And that's like the new gun that's taking the gun community by storm. That particular one, I'm gonna see if I can get my hands on that one too. They're hard to get because it's in high demand. So are these? These are in high demand. And review that one also. But that one, like I said, that one comes with a 20 round magazine with a possibly purchasing a 25 round magazine, which I think that's extraordinary. I mean, 20 to 25 rounds in one magazine. That's crazy. But anyway, getting back to the TX22, this gun is extremely accurate. And I think that everybody should get themselves a 22 pistol. And one of the reasons that you want to get a 22 pistol, there's a few reasons that I like having 22 pistols. One, I can train young people that have never had a firearm in their hand. This gun is almost the size of a Glock 17, Glock 19. It's really close to it. So it's pretty much like a full size. And you can practice all the fundamentals of handling a firearm with a 22. This gun only weighs, and you can take it from me, it weighs only 1 pound. 1 pound. And I think with a loaded magazine, about 1 pound, 2.5 ounces, something like that. So it's extremely light. That's one of the reasons that I like, practice fundamentals, the fundamentals of the use of a firearm as a trainer. Nothing better than a plinker now, using it as a plinker. Well, I mean, think about it for a second. The cost of ammunition for, let's say, for example, this 22, I can get 100 rounds of CCI mini mags for, I think it's like $11. Now, the reason I say CCI mini mags, they're considered top of the food chain when it comes to ammunition. CCIs has been known to be a great round in the 22s. It has been considered to be one of the best, even though there's a new one out there, a new round out there that they say is pretty good. I can't really say much about it because I haven't tried them, but we'll see when I get my hands on those rounds. For $10, I get 100 rounds. $20, I can fire 200 rounds. I can go down to the range, have a good time with these, and plink all day long. You're gonna hit the target every time. These things have no recoil whatsoever, and you can have a good time. You can really have a fun time with these with the pistol as a plinker. And shoot up, all kind of targets and train people and practice the fundamentals, breathing, trigger pull, handling of the gun, safety, everything. I think this is perfect. And I think everybody should own a 22, not because of the caliber. I mean, a 22 can still kill someone or cause serious bodily harm. but for the fact that it's so easy to use for, like I'll give you an example. If you was trying to train someone that's never handled a handgun before, and you try to train them with let's say a 9mm or 45 or a 40, and they try to chamber that thing is pretty hard here for them to pull it back. See, this is pretty easy for them to pull back. So, and it has some weight to it too. So it gives them some idea of what a full-size real gun, what I call a real gun, is anything above 22. Well, anything above 9mm. I consider a gun as, you know, a firearm that can definitely kill you. I mean, they all can, but that's what I consider. So I think it's a good idea. I do recommend this pistol. Highly recommend this pistol. And like I said, Taurus has not been known for their striker-fired pistols to be any good. They had a pistol that was a piece of junk that was called the Millennium. As a matter of fact, they had quite a few pistols that were not very good in the striker designs. They have gotten a lot better and have gotten very impressive. And this one has taken, like I said, by storm. Has taken the gun community by storm. This gun is being rated as like the #1. Is up there with the Ruger and the 6-Hour. And 6-Hour just came out with theirs, and they got a lot of hype with that pistol also. And the one that they compare this with, anytime you look up the TX22, you'll see somewhere along the way, it'll say TX22 versus SR22 or the P322. So these are the three pistols that everybody talking about, especially the Taurus. So if you're money conscious and you don't want to spend a lot of money, because I think the Rugers are running somewhere around anywhere between $425 to $500. Again, you're talking about 6-Hour. It's a name brand. So you're gonna pay upwards of $400. Same thing with the Ruger. Ruger's somewhere around the 400-ish area. This was only between 200 and I think it's 240, 250. Like I said, it depends on when they first came out. They were around $230. They've gone up in price recently. I think the least I've seen it was Buzz Gun Shop for like $280. But still, that's a lot cheaper than $400 or $450 or $500. And still get a reliable firearm. I tell you, I'm not the kind of person to buy cheap firearms. I love quality. I love name brands. And this thing right here, my friend, I have to say, has impressed me. It's impressive. This gun is impressive. I love this gun. This gun is impressive. I know that my review was supposed to be on the Repeat Black Ice at the range. When I did go to the range to fire this gun, actually I bought it that same day, and I fired it at the range. I thought I had the Black Ice with me, but I had left it in in one of my other vehicles, so I didn't get to fire it at the range to give you some more feedback on it, on how it performs out in the range. But that is coming, and I'm sorry I didn't get that back out to you guys, but I had to let you guys know about this 22 made by Taurus, called the TX22. Reliable, cost effective. It will not, I'm telling you, it will not misfire, double feed, or anything like that, which 22s are notoriously known for. Okay? This gun is great. So, if you're in the market for something cheap or something to train someone with, I recommend this pistol. Another feature that I've noticed about this pistol is all 22s have this whole entire area all the way up to the top here opened up to let that shell come out. And an example of that is this mosquito. As you can see here, this whole entire area is opened up to let the cartridge out. And this is the only one of the three that they're talking about on the internet that has it to the right. And I think it has something to do with the when you suppress it. Now again, the other two are suppressed also. Oh, and by the way, there is another model to this. I didn't get it because I'm not competing. They call it the TX22 competition. It's the same frame, but the slide is a little different, and it accepts a dot sight on the top. It's a little bit different on the top, but it does have for a dot sight, and it also has for the suppressor. It's kind of like cut out right here, like the old Beretta design. It's cut out right here on the top, all the way up to about right here. And then your dot sight sits right here in the middle. And when this comes back to cycle, the dot sight does not move, does not reciprocate with the upper receiver, which I thought it was pretty good for a target reacquisition. Look that up online also, the TX22 competition. Pretty nice pistol. Looks similar to this one, it's slightly different, but it's a pretty nice pistol. Both of them are the same thing. It's just that one is for competition purposes. Again, get this pistol. It's worth it. It's worth every penny. I've only known of one guy on the internet that blew one of these up, and it was because he had a bad ammunition. One of those slugs stayed in the chamber. He fired another round through it, and it happened to be a CCI Stinger, and it blew the barrel up. But he did get it fixed or repaired by a Taurus. Got him another barrel. So, but I think that's the only thing I've seen that has gone wrong with it. And it wasn't the gun's fault. I mean, any gun that you leave, you got some, any slug in that barrel, and you try to fire another one through it, it's gonna blow up. So get this gun. Get this gun. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. This thing is highly reliable. It's very fun to shoot. And this thing is right on target. It's accurate. Really, really, really accurate. Get this gun. So, like I said, get this gun. This pistol. Very nice pistol. Comes with 2 magazines, 16. If you have any comments or any questions of this pistol, and I say again, I'm sorry. I knew that my next review was supposed to be on the black ice at the range. I get some feedback for as far as the black ice, as far as how it performs out there. Since it has a new frame that the manufacturer put on it, I wanted to make sure that it was still, a gun that was flawless, and how it performed. So I'll get back with you guys on that. I just had to let you guys know about this. It was itching. I had to let you guys know about this particular pistol. I'm gonna try and get the 6-hour, the S322. Do not confuse it with this one. If you see this gun anywhere or anybody tries to sell you this, do not buy it. This is called the Mosquito. This is an actual 6-hour. This is a real 6-hour made by 6-hour. They licensed this gun out to some other manufacturer, this design to some other manufacturer. I don't know who's making it right now, but 6R discontinued. It's making these. This is totally discontinued. It's been discontinued for a while now. This is a hit or miss. In mine, it was a hit. I don't have any issues with this particular pistol, but I've heard that I would say 95% of the people that bought this particular firearm, 95% had issues of misfeed, double feeding, failure to extract. I mean, everything in the book that you can think of that can go wrong with a pistol went wrong with this one. I haven't gotten rid of this one because this was a hit. Every time I take it out and fire, I put 10 rounds in it, it fires. No issues. I don't have any issues with this gun. So this was one of those very few that worked. If you get a gun like this offered to you, the Mosquito in the 22, because you'll see them sometimes used, or somebody might try to sell it to you, don't buy it. I don't recommend this gun. You'll probably be disappointed because, like I said, 95% of these were horrible. Get this. This is what you need to get. You want a reliable pistol, get this right here. Leave your questions, comments. If I said anything that was erroneous, feel free to correct me down in the comments below. Ask me any questions you have on this particular pistol. And like I said before, I call myself the 1911 guy. I'm a 1911 guy. I just love 1911s. My collection, if I had 100, they would probably be mostly all 1911s. Anywhere from Ed Browns, STIs, everything you can name in the 1911 frame or manufacturer, I would probably have. Colts and so on. But I do like polymer pistols, 22s. I even got this little cheap 9mm made up by Bursa. This gun cost me $199. And you want to know what? I think I fired 500 rounds to this thing, and I have never had an issue with it. And it's a $199 pistol, 9mm. I will not get rid of this pistol ever. It's the cheapest thing I ever owned, but it fires every time I pull the trigger. So, if you have any questions, comments, gripes, complaints, leave it down in the comments and I'll get back at you as soon as I can. Thank you, and till the next video, take care.